Hi, everyone. Are we ready? Woohoo! Yeah! Give yourselves a round to start. Quay,
Chalasi.
welcome. So, it's the end of another NCF-Envirothon New Brunswick version 2023. Before we go into the closing ceremonies, we would like to acknowledge that we are located within the territory of Mi'kma'ki, the unceded ancestral territory of the Mi'kmaq.
Our relationship and our privilege to live on this territory was agreed upon in the Peace and Friendship Treaties of 1752.
Because of this treaty relationship, it is to be acknowledged that we are all treaty people and have a responsibility to respect this territory. Thank you.
Good evening. It's so happy to see so many smiling faces out there. I'm Patty Lardy, and I have the honor of serving as the Secretary of the National Conservation Foundation. But I do want to thank you for this fantastic opportunity to share a small part of your 2023 Envirothon experience. It's been a wonderful day and a half to be able to share that with you. At NCF, we are so proud of all of you and the hard work that you have each devoted to this year's NCF-Envirothon, annual International Environmental and Natural Resources academic competition. Adapting to a changing climate is impacting and challenging all of us. You are all winners, and you should congratulate yourself. Let's do it. You're all winners in this room. The Conservation Foundation folks, the trustees, are also proud of all of you for taking part in this event and looking forward to you carrying the messages back home. You need to thank your teammates for all their help. Please thank your teachers, your advisors, and thank your parents, too, for all the efforts and support through this journey. Okay, give a hand out to the parents. There you go. On behalf of NCS, I would also like to thank Mount Allison University, the New Brunswick Host Committee, the New Brunswick Envirothon Program, the Science East Science Center, and all the New Brunswick supporters and volunteers that have made this event such an enriching experience for you all. They worked really hard, so give them a big hand too. I'm sure they thank you. The Envirothon program would not be possible without the generous partnerships that we have with the USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service, the U.S. Forest Service, and a big special thanks to our corporate partnership with Smithfield Foods. I think Brooke Wind is in the audience tonight and will be joining us a little bit later, but she's Senior Director of Sustainability with Smithfield Foods, and we really do thank her and the corporate support behind her. Thanks, Brooke. Big hand. Outside of our conservation community, there are so many people who really have no idea of the work being done by conservation districts and other conservation organizations, agencies, projects that even you, with your FFA or 4-H programs, and similar efforts occurring here in Canada and China, Singapore, and throughout the world. At the National Conservation Foundation, we are working really hard to change that awareness. Change is needed so we can continue to globally grow program participation in the NCF-Envirothon, and also our Next Generation Leadership Program, and bring new programs to the forefront, introducing maybe younger students in intermediate school to the program and helping you maybe in some college internship type programs. We're working on it and we're working hard. But it all takes resources, but we'll get there. Awareness must continue to broaden our understanding of our challenging changing climate, and the impact of regeneration and sustainability in our agricultural working lands. Now, when I was in high school, I knew nothing about conservation. I was an inner city Detroit kid. I went to college with expectations of becoming a fashion designer, a merchandising retail buyer. Little did I know, though, that taking a chance, an unexpected occurrence, would lead me into a 43-year career in the farm equipment industry. So you never know where that journey is going to take you. And it can be eye-opening if you keep your heart and your eyes open as to what the possibilities are. This world is full of conservation enthusiasts. We're like a big tree with a lot of branches, and you just take one of those branches and make it your journey. Today, the National Conservation Foundation is working hard to update our messaging, to broaden our reach deeper into those in and outside of our communities. We came out of the Dust Bowl as stewards of the land, and I heard the term stewards used today several times in one of the presentations. You get outside of our community, though, and a lot of people don't really understand what stewards really stand for. If they looked it up, it says responsible for maintaining government lands. But we reach every inch of this planet. It's water, it's soil, it's forestry, it's agriculture, it's animals. It doesn't just, it's private industry, it's personal properties. It doesn't just stick with the government programs. It's time for us to get a new tagline at NCF so we can get more attention and so people really understand who we are. And if you have any ideas, because I really think your minds are twirling out there, I would really appreciate some input from you. You can share it with your advisors, with the NCF-Envirothon team. It'll get to me to help us really identify what we really do. I was trying to think of different terminology we could go forward with today, and the only thing that kind of stuck in my mind, and maybe you'll laugh at me, was, well, we're not guardians of the galaxy, but we're about the guardians of our natural resources. So what do you think? Am I off track? Okay. That's encouraging. But I think we need a fresh look to reach more people to help us do the good work that we're all trying to do out there, because it's going to make a difference to all our lives. And we're going to be dependent on making this change. Well, I want to thank you for your kind attention. So it's now time to move on to the more important things and the more important part of this evening's activity, and that's recognition for your efforts and solutions to adapting to a changing climate. So with that, I'd like to welcome to the stage Becky Canoe, your chair of your 2023 NCF-Envirothon. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and fellow environmental enthusiasts, tonight, as we come together to celebrate the achievements of our brilliant participants, I would be remiss not to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to the extraordinary host committee and dedicated volunteers of the 2023 NCF-Envirothon. Our journey began back in 2018 when we embarked on this ambitious endeavor to host the Envirothon in New Brunswick. Little did I know that what was initially a 6-month gig would turn into a 17-year legacy for me with Envirothon in New Brunswick. And it's funny how life can take unexpected turns, and I must say, I couldn't be more thrilled that this journey led me here today, surrounded by such passionate and committed individuals. To our NB Host Committee, your unwavering support, boundless creativity, and sheer determination have been the driving force behind the success of this event. And from the early planning stages to the bustling week of activities, you have poured your hearts into every aspect, ensuring that every participant had a memorable and transformative experience. And it's at this time I would like to call up the New Brunswick Host Committee to the stage, please. If anyone knows me, I'm a hugger. And to our incredible volunteers, your selflessness and dedication have been nothing short of inspiring. Year after year, you have generously given your time and energy to make the NCF-Envirothon a reality, and your contributions have left an indelible mark on the lives of countless participants. A special word of thanks goes to our NCF Operating Committee for entrusting us with the privilege of hosting this prestigious event, and it has been an honor to be part of this global movement, and we are proud to have showcased the beauty of New Brunswick to participants from around the world. And may I call up the NCF-Envirothon Operating Committee. Going off script, these people have been there, I think, 24 hours, 7 for the past week, like in every step of the way. And I just can't thank you all enough for coming all this way and being such a huge part of this wonderful event. And so tonight, as we honor our participants and their remarkable achievements, let us also show our appreciation for our sponsors and our partners who support us. Thank you to our friends at Smithfield Foods, the province of New Brunswick, and the Environmental Trust Fund that has been a huge supporter of the Envirothon program for many, many years. The Government of Canada and the Gen Action Initiative, the National Conservation Foundation, and our home away from home this week, Mount Allison University. Here's to many more years of making a difference and inspiring the next generation of environmental leaders. Thank you to all of our sponsors and contributors. And now it is my pleasure to welcome a fellow operating committee member to the stage, Shawnee Norland from Montana. Montana is here to present the Hall of Fame Award and the Wave of the Future Awards.
Good evening. I am Shawnee Nordland, as Becky said, and I'm a member of the NCF Operating Committee, and I am a past chair of the Envirothon when it was called a different name, and I've been involved for over 27 years with the Envirothon in our state and our national level. So tonight, I'm going to be honoring 3 distinguished individuals. We did have numerous nominations this year, and it was really a tough decision not to honor all of them. But, is someone going to help me? Oh, Millie's here. Millie, our chairman, she's going to help us. The first award is the Wave of the Future. This award recognizes the achievement of teachers, advisors, and alumni who have been involved with the Envirothon for at least 5 years and demonstrated exceptional leadership involvement and dedication to the Envirothon program. And I'm nervous, I'm sorry, I couldn't do what you kids do up here. This first awardee has been involved with the Envirothon for the past 13 years. He has been an advisor and has shared with others how he teaches his students about the subject matter of the Envirothon. He is always ready to give a hand and encourage others to learn and grow to improve themselves at each level of competition. He works hard with his students all year long, preparing them to be competitive at every level. It is my pleasure to give this wave of the future to Neil Horning from New York. And he has had many winning teams. I know they won in Montana when we hosted in 2013.
Well, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you who put on this amazing event. We've really enjoyed ourselves. Thank you to all those who organized this. And I also want to give a shout out to all those other amazing coaches and teachers and students out there in the audience. You all are amazing. All right. Good job.
Okay, moving forward, the Hall of Fame Award. This award recognizes the achievements and dedication of outstanding NCF-Envirothon program representatives, partners, and supporters who have directly influenced, impacted, and promoted the NCF-Envirothon. We do have two winners. So our first inductee to the Hall of Fame has been wrong page. No, that was the right page, sorry. See, I'm nervous. Now I lost my place. Our first inductee to the Hall of Fame has been an advocate for the Envirothon program for many years and shares information with his extensive network whenever the opportunities arise. Through the organization he founded, Maples Leaves Forever, he has sponsored the Ontario Envirothon and enables Forest Ontario to help the winning Ontario Envirothon teams participate in the NCF Envirothon. He has provided sponsorship for 7 consecutive years to that program. He and his staff members and Maple Leaves Forever volunteer at the Ontario Envirothon and serve as judges for the presentations. He is eager to support the mission for connecting with youth and encouraging their engagement with the environment and the environmental sector. It is my extreme pleasure to award the Hall of Fame to Ken Jouett of Ontario, Canada. No. And Ken could not be here tonight, but he is a very honored gentleman, and we are so happy to give him this award. So he will receive his award in the mail, I guess, so sorry. That's what we always say, we'll mail it. Okay, our second inductee has been involved with the Envirothon since 2009. She was past co-chair of the 2011 Envirothon and was crazy enough to offer to host again in 2023. You gotta be nuts to do that. She is also willing to help in any way she can, from driving her team to Ohio to being on the CAT team to many other duties that goes on behind the scenes. She also is a member of the operating committee since 2018. Prior to becoming a member of the operating committee, she was a provincial representative for New Brunswick. It is my honor to present this award to Becky Gino from New Brunswick. Okay, I think I'm done. Thank you.
Most of the people I work with know that I like to know like what is going on. I wasn't aware of this. They got me. And I've been with, my very first international Envirothon was actually in 2007. And I was 6 months pregnant with my son. And I walked all around New York in 104 degrees. It was 6 months pregnant. That was not cool. And I have to say, I'm very proud to receive this here because my son's actually one of the participants, and and he's here. So, thank you. And I'm very humbled, and I'm very honored, and I thank you very much.
It's no big secret, the Envirothon program is encouraging students to expand your knowledge and explore environmental, ecological, and natural resource conservation in the areas of aquatic ecology, forestry, soils and land use, wildlife, and a current environmental issue. This week, your teams were tested and scored on their knowledge and performance on 5 different resource tests and an oral presentation component. At this time, I'd like to recognize the top scoring team, and we will do this, a few of us here, in each of these scored components of this week's competition. First is the award tonight will be the Don and Mary Jane Spickler Oral Presentation Award to the team with the highest oral presentation score after the preliminary round of judging yesterday. Teams were asked to develop and deliver a 20-minute oral presentation to a panel of judges. This year's scenario reflected the current issue theme of adapting to a changing climate. The winning team will receive a plaque commemorating their achievement. In addition, their sponsoring state, provincial, or partner nation Envirothon program will receive $1,000 from the National Conservation Foundation. This year's Don and Mary Jane Spickler Oral Presentation Award winner with the preliminary oral presentation score of 174.67 points is Pennsylvania. Congratulations. And with that, I'll ask Becky to return to help with the rest of the recognition.
Okay. I was so excited when I was asked to present an award. So, we have the Station Awards. So, you all remember being out on Tuesday. Your hard work has paid off, and you have done so well with those field tests. And this is the acknowledgement of the Station Awards, the top of each. And I'll just explain a little bit about each one. We have the aquatic stations. And in aquatic ecology, students study marine and freshwater ecology, learn to identify aquatic organisms, manage watersheds, mitigate the effects of non-point source pollution, and more. The aquatic ecology test demonstrates a team's understanding of this vital natural resource. We have the current environmental issue, which this year was the adapting to a changing climate. Students learned the concepts of how waste is managed, its impact on how environment and natural resources, and then forestry. On how the forestry test, students demonstrate their understanding of forest ecosystems, species identification, forest structure and dynamics, management techniques, and more. With soils and land use, the teams are tested on soil ecology, characteristics, structure, land use management techniques, and conservation practices for urban, rural, and agricultural land. And for wildlife, the test covered wildlife ecology, classification, adaptations, species identification, human interactions and impacts, and habitat conservation. And with that, I am pleased to award these awards to one amazing team. Massachusetts. Come on up. Some people like a quick awards. Well, now I get to turn it back over to Patty. Come on out. Patty's going to present the overall score team award.
The combined scores of the 6 scored components are tabulated for overall team ranking and awards, and this year we will be recognizing the top 10 overall teams thanks to award sponsorships from the National Conservation Foundation, Ohio Envirothon, and Smithfield Foods Incorporated. So we'll get this started. In 10th place, with a combined score of 558.33 points, is Maryland. Okay, ninth place with a combined score of 563.00 is Tennessee. Eighth place with a combined score of 564.67 points is New York. Seventh place now, with a combined score of 565.33, is California. Sixth place, with a combined score of 566.00 points, is North Carolina. Fifth place, with a combined score of 569.00, is New Mexico. getting there. Okay, fourth place, with a combined score of 569.67 points, is Florida. Okay. For several years now, Smithfield Foods Incorporated has been the main corporate sponsor of the NCF-Envirothon, and again, we thank you. The National Conservation Foundation and NCF-Envirothon are extremely grateful for their support and belief in our mission. Smithfield actively supports NCF-Envirothon and its efforts in advance environmental education, aligning with both Smithfield's environmental initiatives and commitment to support the vitality of its local communities. Across the U.S., Smithfield actively encourages its employees to volunteer at the local Envirothon levels, competitions, as well as the NCF-Envirothon international events. This year, Smithfield Foods again is sponsoring the scholarship awards for the top 3 teams. And at this time, I'd like to welcome Brooke Wynn, Senior Director of Sustainability with Smithfield Foods Incorporated, to the stage to help with the presentation of the top 3 awards, as well as Casey Williams, Sustainability Specialist. Do you want to name off the awards? Do you want to name off the teams, or would you like me to keep doing it? You keep doing it. Okay. Okay, you got to hear me again. But this is at third place level. In third place, receiving a $5,000 scholarship for the team with a combined score of 572.00 points is Ontario. In second place, receiving a $10,000 scholarship award for the team with a combined score of 600.67 points is Pennsylvania. Okay, first place. Receiving a $15,000 scholarship award for the team with a combined score of 634.67 points is Massachusetts. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Been a great night. I guess with that point, I'm going to ask Becky to return. And again, congratulations go out to all of you. You're all great winners. You're all our future conservation leaders. And we look forward to watching great things come from this wonderful group. Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone. Well done. Well, as chair of the New Brunswick Host Committee for the 2023 NCF-Envirothon, I stand before you with immense pride and joy. What a journey it has been. Over the past week, we have come together from all corners of the world to immerse ourselves in the wonders of our natural environment and create memories that will forever hold a special place in our hearts. Our time in New Brunswick has been nothing short of extraordinary. From the very beginning, with teams arriving in our beautiful province, their faces lit up with excitement and anticipation, we knew this would be a memorable event. Our breathtaking landscapes, diverse ecosystems, and warm hospitality provided the perfect backdrop for this environmental extravaganza. As we explored the charming countryside, ventured into dense forests, and marveled at the rugged coastline, we forged new friendships that transcended geographical boundaries. The road trips taken to reach various locations turned into shared experiences filled with laughter, camaraderie, and a sense of adventure. These bonds formed over the course of the week are the true essence of the NCF-Envirothon spirit. The activities we organized were carefully designed to challenge your intellect, creativity, and teamwork skills, and we witnessed your enthusiasm and dedication as you tackled each challenge with determination, always striving to find the innovative solutions to complex environmental problems. Your passion for sustainability and environmental stewardship shone through every activity, and it was truly inspiring to see. And of course, the competition itself is a testament to your knowledge and commitment to our planet. The depth and understanding of expertise you displayed was truly remarkable, and you all demonstrated a profound understanding of a delicate balance between nature and humanity. And your dedication to protecting our environment gives us hope for a brighter future. A heartfelt thank you goes out to all the teams and their dedicated advisors. And I'd like to thank you all for all of your hard work. You have not only represented your respective regions with pride, but have also exemplified the values of the NCF-Envirothon in the best possible way. As we bid farewell to New Brunswick, let us carry the memories we have made and the lessons we have learned back to our homes and communities. Together, let us continue to be champions of sustainability, protectors of our planet, and advocates for a greener future. And now, it is with my pleasure to welcome the hosts of the 2024 NCF-Envirothon next year that will be in New York. And now I'd like to call up the host committee and their chair, Blanche Hurlett.
Really, this isn't just our committee. It is going to be a great pleasure to host everyone next year in 2024. We will be at Hobart, William and Smith Colleges in Geneva, New York, right on one of the Finger Lakes. We are planning a lot of fun activities on and off campus. Our Educational Fun Day will be at Niagara Falls. So we've got a lot going. We're working really hard. We've got a great committee of 14. And we would like to provide something to say thank you to Becky and her committee and welcome everybody to New York next year. All the products are from New York.
I finally get to eat. Blanche, don't go far. In return, we do also want to pass on our good luck for your event next week or next year. And are you ready? Next week, everyone. And if you'd like to come, we'd like to give you a little bit of a Canadian good luck charm and some box of goodies for your travels too. All right. Oh, we're almost done. Okay. Well, before I totally finish up, I do want to say a few words just about housekeeping, because what would a meeting with me be without a few housekeeping rules and things to think about? One is, of course, checkouts tomorrow. For those of you that are leaving at different times during the day, you're totally fine to keep your luggage and clothes are in your room until you check out. But you're good for the day, whatever you're leaving. Just put your key in the lobby. There's a checkout box there. If you are taking the airport shuttle to Moncton, and for those of you on that 2:30 shuttle, it's just a few hours away. I think Envirothon's taking over that plane. So our fearless shuttle, airport shuttle and transportation, and he was just everywhere, is Jason Andrews. He has put the schedule. He has put the schedule up on Windsor Hall, so you can double check when your flight leaves, and if you have any questions, concerns, or want to chat with him a little bit more, you know how to get a hold of him. And also, I know that you guys are probably really excited to see how your results did, probably a little bit. See how you did, maybe? The results will be posted online later on this evening, so be patient. We're just making sure that we have it all in there, but it'll be up there later on, online. You can also, we're not leaving yet, so don't leave. But we do have your package with your tests and your notebooks and your memory sticks at the lobby, the front lobby. So on your way out, only take your team captains to grab that, okay? The rest of the team can wait outside. And of course, we have our dance tonight, our Maritime Kitchen Party and Dance. All right. I've got my dancing shoes on. I don't know about you, but I am ready. I might dance a little bit tired, but you know, I am ready. Okay. So, it is now that time that I do want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for traveling to New Brunswick and being part of this unforgettable journey. And may the friendships you have forged, the experiences we have shared, continue to blossom for years to come. Oh. Everyone's like looking at this. So I think a few of you guys have been taking 1 or 2 pictures over the week. And we do have a contest, and it was a social media contest that we had going throughout the week, posting your favorite photos, and we do have our winner. Do you want to announce it? Nope. And the winner of our social media contest is Jackson Nesbitt from Wisconsin. Come on down. I know he can dance. I saw him last year at the dance. If anyone was at that event, he's gonna lead us. He's gonna teach us all how to dance. I know it later on. All right. So with that concludes our amazing week of events. I hope that you all did have a wonderful experience, and I know on behalf of our host committee and everyone that is from New Brunswick and locally, we are truly thankful for you being here and traveling here, spending a little time in the Maritime provinces and checking out our neck of the woods. So safe travels, and until we meet again, may you all be stewards of the environment, spreading the message of conservation wherever you go. Thank you and good night. And if the New Brunswick Host Committee can stick around after, I would like a photo with them all. We also have these wonderful plaques up front that you've been watching. So if one person from each team would like to come down and take one of these plaques, this is for you to take home, a little bit of New Brunswick.